Welcome to another unit in this Excel course. In this context, I'm going to talk about how we can generate box plots and, well, at the same time, get the corresponding statistics we would need if we were to calculate this by hand. Well, generating a box plot by itself is relatively easy and straightforward. You can just select the corresponding data set, then you go to Insert. Then we have different charts here. Well, you could just start with recommended charts, all charts, and well, down here, where it reads box, you directly get a box and whisker chart, as they are called here, or a typical box plot. And we see lower whisker, minimum, upper whisker, maximum, lower end of the box, that's our first quartile, upper end, third quartile, so 25% smaller or equal to this point. Upper point, 35% quartile, so 35% of all the observations larger than this value. And the median, which divides it in two even parts. So 0 quartile, first, second, third, fourth quartile. This differentiation in 0, first, second, third, and fourth quartile also helps us with the quartile functions, which were the next part. So if we were to calculate this box plot or build this box plot on your own, that's actually the three parts you need. Minimum, maximum. Well, you could get both of those simply with a min or max function. Or as the corresponding 0 and fourth quartile. So if we work with quartiles, however, you will see this strange inclusive-exclusive version. This means that the extreme events, 0%, 1%, in the exclusive version cannot be considered. So if you use quartile exclusive, select here the information, go to the next part, we can only get the first, second, and third quartile. So the 0 quartile, the minimum, and the fourth quartile, the maximum, are excluded here. If I use the included version, my inclusive version, I go here to the back, and I see I can use the 0 quartile and the fourth quartile as well. So in this case, it's simply, do they include the minimum and the maximum, inclusive, or don't they include it? Well, usually when you learned about this, it makes sense. You always learned it's minimum and maximum, so I personally don't know why I should use an excluded version, but well, maybe the guys from Microsoft have some kind of reason for this, else just always go with the inclusive version. It's easier to remember. So you could do it like this. This, for example, would then be the median, the second quartile. Or, different way for the median, well, just go with median. So we get the same thing here with the formula for median. Or, that's the third way. Well, this is always in 25% steps. That's why it's called quartile. It's divided in 4 parts of 25% each. But what if I actually want to have like 10%, so decile steps, or 1% steps, or something different? That's where I can use the so-called percentile function. And again, I have like an exclusive and an inclusive version. So let's use here the inclusive version as well. First, they want to have the array, and then they want to know which percentile they actually should calculate. For example, if I go with 0.5, we'll actually get the same result as here for the median. If I go with something else, like 13, then I will actually get something else. which is like the 30% percentile, meaning 13% of all observations are smaller than this value. This is one way to calculate the corresponding quantiles or percentiles. There are different ways where you only get values from the original data set. So here they are always with the same idea as with the median, where you could get 0.5 at the end. They're going to use something similar here with their percentiles. Structure for this works comparatively to, if you recall, how to get the median, how to get percentiles for classified data. So that's the same way how Excel works with percentiles. And well, that already was everything for this unit. So we learned how to build box plots graphically, how to get all the statistics for our box plots via the quartile function. And well, if you're not happy with the quartile function or only need the median, we could use median. If the quartile function is not enough for us because we want to have like a smaller differentiation, we can work with the percentile version where we can give any percentile we're interested in. And well, I hope you enjoyed this session on these topics, and if you're looking for additional input on Excel, feel free to visit the rest of the course or have a look at the corresponding playlist. I say goodbye and see you next time.